What's up, fuckers? We're in a much sunnier parking spot right now because I just dropped Josh off his lunch before heading to the card store for locals. Uh, Today's gonna be premium. Uh, it's post regionals, so I don't know what kind of clown fiesta we're going in with, but should be a fucking fun tournament. Hopefully we have enough people for a reasonable amount of rounds. Pretty much everybody's sick right now. I've managed to dodge it for the most part, but it'll catch me too. But it's the way she goes. It's cold and flu season. People aren't necessarily prepared for it. I picked up cold and flu medication not too long ago, expecting some shit like this to start up, but not everybody does. So, we'll catch you up with the results in a little bit, and hopefully we have a good night. All right, tournament night's over. Outside BP's, in the car though. It's fucking cold. There's not a whole lot of light. I guess I could do something about that, but fuck that shit. We're scuffed as it is already. We had 17 people come out for premium tonight. Sean won again. I had no idea what the fuck he was playing, but I didn't get the privilege of fighting him. But I had some good matches myself. And I had some really fun opponents. So, played against Joey, Colin, and Isaac. And then, my matchups were all super fun. Because I played Tachi tonight. Played Premium Ancient Dragons. Round 1, took a 2-1 loss against Rising Greedon. That was pretty fucking fun. Managed to steal the game that I did win because of a defensive OT. And then it's oh, Rising Greedon isn't gonna keep going. It's It was good. Finally had a game where I played against Joey, and my deck didn't break. It's just he saw 0 offensive crits, and I turned out to be his only loss of the night. So it's pretty good. I'll take that. It was a fucking good game, Joey. He played Shadow's Raging Form. Premium there. Then I played against Colin. Colin was playing Highlander Ange, and he went from a game where they went deep into overtime, and he ended up taking a loss because he couldn't deal enough damage to Hui. Hui was playing Night Rose. But it was a deep overtime game. Colin triple healed from 3 right back down to 0. It was fucking sick to watch. But fried his brain. He came back. We had a good match, but he punted game 3 because he went for the ride down play, but he accidentally soul blasted his 2, so he had to ride back down to a 1. It was ooh. So I couldn't stride right away. But had the a good push that I could make with Tyranno Legend. And then next turn I was able to Neberos him while he was on a grade 2. So I managed to clinch that off of that misplay. But that was hell of a fucking match. And then played against Isaac in the final round. We're both X1 playing for prizing. I'm in a pretty decent spot to defend against his turn in game 1. And then he rips OT, and I don't have a PG. And I was oh, I guess I die now. And then in game 2, I whiffed G assist for grade 1 against Aquaforce. So I just got the shit bullied out of me. I made a decent comeback. But yeah, there was no way I was winning that fucking game. So, good games, everybody. I'll throw up a deck profile in next segment here because I really enjoy what my deck was capable of doing and how it ran. And I think more people should play different types of premium Tachikaze because it was a lot of fun. All right, better late than never. But here's the deck that we ran Friday night. Ended up with 2-2 record. Even game split. as well. Same number of wins as losses. Basically, I built this guy to use my boy Tyranno Legend, because he's kind of my favorite Tachikaze unit. And then spam him as many times as I can. I wish there was like a decent way to recycle it, but you know, I haven't found it yet. But being able to stack multiple fronts on a Neberos turn is pretty tight. And being able to be aggressive and get like a shit ton of multi-attacks is super fun. So, you know, I dig it. Inter Dragons, it's fucking sick. You know, the tech kind of speaks for itself. It's basic as fuck, but that's the way she goes. I'm cool with being, like, tech being basic as fuck. As long as, like, you know, it gets the job done. And, like, I tapered my expectations going in. Because I was like, not going to win locals with Tachikaze. Gonna be honest. But, like, you can pull tops. And you can have decently respectable records. And you can have a lot of fun. So that's kind of what I did here. I don't know if I want to make any tweaks to it. I really like the deck the way it runs. Might want to make some tech choices to the G-Zone, but the main deck, I like it a lot. Especially like my old school tech Dino Crowd there, and Tyrannobite. You just fucking eat each other. And it's like, oh, why don't you run the new one? Because the new one's a Soul Blast, and fuck paying costs. This bitch is free. It just eats dudes. You're hungry. But, yeah, we'll have a look at the G-Zone next. Alright, so here's the G-Zone. I got Nation Dragons. Gilgal's good. Drachma's a meme. 4 Nebbies, because Nebby's fucking ridiculous. 2 Glock Dragons. 2 Gaia Dynasts and a GB8. Honestly, I've never gotten that far. I might drop that. I'm not sure. Definitely Gaia Dynast. I'm thinking of finding a better card for that. Because, you know, it's not... I don't feel like it does anything for me. So I'll either find, like, more Glock Dragons or Gaia Devastates. Because Glock Dragon was fucking hilarious. Like, I went into a Glock Dragon after a Neberos. And then just about killed my buddy with a draw trigger. That was restanding because of it. He had the 6 damage heal out of a draw. It was fucking sick. It's hilarious. And then G-Guards, Dismal. Dismal's fucking good and deck runs on pieces. The new thing, I didn't use it at all. It's not really great in this deck, because this deck you don't run a lot of gauge. Might make it another Blockade Ganga, not sure. But it is a good way to have like a big shield, I guess. If you want to kill a bunch of your shit. And then 2 Bullish Primers, because Bullish Primer is fucking dumb. So, you know, we'll run with that, make some tweaks, maybe come back to it. But so far, the deck's a lot of fun. And if you enjoy playing Tachikaze and if you enjoy playing Premium, I figure take this bad boy for a ride. See you next week for Standard. Peace.